Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. If you like what you hear today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you don't like what you hear, carry on with your everyday life. So I have a lot to say, a lot. I can assure you today's live probably won't make me very many friends from other communities, but that's okay. I don't even know where to begin, so I'm going to start with the obvious. So Jose Roman died. Allegedly, nobody knows how he died, but someone in my Patreon had posted Justice for All's live, and I listened to about 20 minutes of it. My blood started boiling to the point that I wasn't even going to go live. I'm working on the website all day. I haven't even touched Johnny Depp all day, but I had to. There were so many things he said that pissed me off, that truth needs to be put out there instead of this unfactual bullshit. And I call it bullshit. You'll understand after I go through all the points that I have. So if you're not sure who Roman is, if you're not sure who Jose was, then Jose is someone that was in Summer Wells. He stayed with the Wells for a little while. Now, if you need me to reiterate who he was, I will. He's one of the people that went down to Tennessee with Andrew, Allie's ex-husband, Hunter's dad, and like two families to get a house that they never got, supposedly, allegedly. Jose stayed behind with them. I had called out, I think I was the first one to call out that I believed it was a drug deal. And people blew me off like I was crazy. Then more people started thinking about it and started talking about it. Maybe it was a drug deal. And then my theory got elaborated and people started talking. Again, just call me Rodney Dangerfield. So when I had called Andrew out, like, look, this had to be a drug deal because there's no other explanation for it at all. No, there's no reason why families would drive all the way down there on a Penske to get a house that they didn't even know they were going to get or not. Put the Penske in a storage unit for a couple of hours and then drive all the way back with kids, no less. Yeah, that doesn't happen. So Jose, for some reason, stayed behind. I personally think, and I've always said this, that Jose stayed behind because he was afraid of the drugs that were being transferred and he didn't want to go back to jail. That is what I always said. I stick with that story. Nothing is going to change my mind on that. I'm pretty convinced of that. So then, now we know who Jose is. Jose was quiet for a very long time. What we learned about Jose through Justice for All is that Jose, I believe, was a child predator, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But I remember something, and he wasn't allowed to see his own children, and his kids are now adults, and he couldn't see his own grandchildren. I don't remember exactly, specifically, the details, but it was something along those lines. And he wasn't allowed to see any of his grandkids. So, oh yeah, I got blocked all the time. See, Nikki, I disagree with that. I thought he was overly dishonest because everything that Jose said, you had other people like Allie and all these other people that knew Summer much better say none of that would have taken place. Like, Jose to me was offering information that I wouldn't say nobody cared about, but he was offering information that he couldn't back up. Everyone that knew Summer had kind of a different story about who she was and what she was about. And including if you believe nobody, you kind of have to believe, I forgot her name, the Bible teacher, the one from the church, who really spoke a lot about Summer's personality. And it was completely different than the kid that Jose was talking about. So I am one of the people on the opposite side that never believed Jose. I always thought Jose was full of shit. And I always wondered, did he have some involvement? Now, everybody that is connected to this case has been caught lying. So we don't know who to believe, who not to believe, who's telling the truth, who's lying. We have no clue anymore. Like, we really don't. But it's a matter of who you believe is kind of where you stand. So if you believe, and I am really sorry for Robin Lane, I'm really sorry for forgetting names, but for some reason my mind is blank and I keep forgetting names. Okay, Sweepy, hold that thought, because that's not true, because he said that, for SA charges, okay. Yeah, but why can't he see his family? Why can't he see his own kids or his own grandkids? That's what I was always curious about. You're right though. He wasn't the Jose that had those sex charges. That wasn't him. The one from Utah or something, that wasn't him. That was a different person. But why couldn't he see his own children? So needless to say, I do not believe that Jose was innocent of not knowing something. Because if you believe Andrew, that was his name. Was it Andrew? The one that Molly and Betty had interviewed, that someone else had interviewed as well. That if you believe him, he said he saw Jose either a day or two or the week that Summer went missing. Why would he bring that up out of nowhere? Why would he bring Jose up out of nowhere? So you have to really dissect who's lying and why they're lying. If Candace is lying, I can justify her lying if she's covering something up. If Don's lying, I could not justify lying, but you know what I mean. That I can justify it by saying, yeah, something's not right. They're covering up this, or they want to cover up this. Allie, same thing. I could justify it with, well, they want to cover up the fact that she saw, Dudley, thank you, that she saw so-and-so. But why would Dudley lie about seeing Jose? What? I can't seem to justify why Dudley would lie about that when nobody asked. I mean, I was friends with Molly at the time. Like, nobody asked about Jose in that respect. Nobody said, hey, did you see Jose around that time? Like, they never asked that. He's the one that brought up, I saw Jose within those last couple of days before she went missing. That is believable to me. Why? Why else would he bring him up? And I've always said this. But why else would he bring him up? That, to me, always made him a suspect. Now, I've seen people pull other people as suspects. This one's sus, that one's sus, that one's sus. But for some reason, Jose was not suspect to Justice, which I'm going to get into in a few minutes. So, yeah, Don told Dudley that about Jose. Oh, okay. Either way, I just don't see why it would come up. And none of them are. But when he was talking on the panel, and one thing I didn't say previously that I knew from somebody was that Jose hadn't spoken to Justin in a while. Now, I don't know if it's still like that because I haven't spoken to this person in about a month. I got to give them a call. But after Jose's interview, Jose wouldn't talk to Justice. He wanted nothing to do with it. Why? Justin didn't do anything that would cause him to be like that. He just wouldn't. All Justice did, I thought he was way too nice, But all Justice did was talk to him and be like he was on his side. So the fact that Jose went all crazy and wouldn't talk to him is fucking weird. So that leads me to believe that he had guilt. What he had guilt of, I don't know. But if I'm going to connect the dots, I have to put Jose in there. And if, why Don would bring up Jose, why Jose was perfectly fine all the last 2 years until Justice interviews him. Then all of a sudden he's dead a couple of months later. Chris McDonough spoke to him. All of a sudden he's dead a couple of months later. All this time, his mental health had no issues. But now he's dead. Okay. So Justice also, and let me just put this out there. This is where I'm not earning many friends. What I heard in the 20 minutes that I listened was some of the biggest lies I've ever heard in my life. And the most convoluted. How this man gets 1,700 people listening to him, I don't have a fucking clue. Blown away. But I saw people in his chat saying, oh, well, thank you for this, and poor Jose. But all of a sudden, Jose is not a suspect? Tell me why Jose is not a suspect, because he's dead. He's still a suspect. I've always believed, switch tracks for a minute, I've always believed Summer Wells, JonBenet Ramsey, that the kid that committed suicide has a big part of what went on in JonBenet Ramsey's death. Because innocent people don't commit suicide. They just don't. You commit suicide due to pain, due to mental illness combined with pain. You have no other way out. Or you're feeling guilty of guilt that you can't live with. Or you thought that something was going to happen. Now, being that I just went through a death, still waiting for a death certificate, the ME will tell you roughly what they died of. If he died of a heart attack, if there's an autopsy done, which sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. But it depends on the circumstances, but autopsies are very expensive and they're very lengthy. So if you don't have good insurance, which I don't know if he did or he didn't, but if you don't have good insurance, odds are you're not getting an autopsy. Or unless you have, extreme circumstances. I don't know about suicide. I don't know about the state. But they can give you a general idea of what he died from. Not specifics, but general. So I tend to believe it was a suicide. I could be wrong, though. But if it was a heart attack or something else, it has not been confirmed yet. But he did have at the bottom National Suicide Hotline, so that kind of tells me. Yeah, well, there is. They say it was confirmed. I believe that he wouldn't make this up. Chris McDonough said that he confirmed it as well. So you got to believe. I can't imagine that it's not. I mean, that would be a pretty heavy lie, especially when they both said that they confirmed that he was gone. Hey, Kim. So I do believe he is dead. But Jose just offered way too much information for any reasonable person to think he wasn't involved. Were the cops looking heavily at him? He didn't live in the state. Cops are very leery about going after somebody in another state. Jose wasn't close to the case. So even if he was guilty, the cops in Rogersville can't track down somebody in New York. They have to work with the New York cops, but they need some serious evidence in order to do that. Like, they knew he killed him. That's when they would contact New York police. I'm assuming he lived in New York. They would contact New York police and would say, you know, we have a warrant for this guy, but they need definitive proof if they're going to cross state lines. Maybe, we don't know, but maybe they did contact him. Maybe they were onto him, and that's what made him do what he did. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Came originally from CM. Okay. Now, what I find weird, like really weird, is Justice said that he called TBI to let them know. Don't you think TBI would know? But, okay, whatever. So, that's what's up with Jose's death. But again, I don't think that Jose is innocent. I think my heart of hearts tells me he either lied about everything he said about Summer, or somehow he knows what happened. And he couldn't live with the guilt. If it was suicide, I don't know. But he could have nothing to do with it, and he just lied about Summer. Because again, if you listen to people that knew Summer for a long period of time, their story of Summer is completely different of the one he gave, like a normal 3-year-old, 2-year-old. But she wasn't even really talking. And he said, oh, she talked all the time and blah. I don't believe him. I never believed him. So before people go on with, you know, oh, poor Jose, you don't know if he's guilty or not. So, you know, RIP, rest in peace. But let's hope that peace didn't mean you took secrets to the grave with you, because you very well might have. And until we know who did it, we don't know who didn't do it. So again, everyone's a suspect, and people need to remember that. Everybody is a suspect. So now I turn to my notes. Justice All said he died on Sunday, and it's now Wednesday, and we're just learning of this. But he wanted to be the one to bring it first. Okay. I didn't know that people in this case got memorialized, but I guess they did, especially suspects, because I'm sure they wouldn't feel like this if it was Candace or Don that died. But I guess he felt Jose was his buddy. I don't know. One of the things that he said that caused this live, Chris McDonough is not the end-all be-all on this case. Okay? He said, Chris McDonough, you should only listen to him or Chris McDonough. And Chris McDonough cleared him as a suspect. Let me let you in on a little secret. Chris McDonough is not a working detective on this case. As a matter of fact, Chris McDonough is not even a working fucking detective. He is retired. He has nothing to do with this case other than be a YouTuber like the rest of us. It is so fucking irresponsible for you to tell 1,700 people that Chris McDonough cleared somebody. Who cares who Chris McDonough cleared? Okay, I'm clearing Don and Candace, and I have 50 years in law enforcement. I'll go one step better. One step better. Duty Ron clears Don and Candace. Okay, y'all gonna believe it now? Sorry, Duty Ron. But, so Duty Ron clears them, so that makes it all okay. The behavioral panelists that I respect more than I respect Chris McDonough, they cleared Don and Candace. How come Don and Candace aren't cleared? Why do you make Chris McDonough the end-all be-all? He's fucking nobody. He's a YouTuber. He's a retired cop, just like Duty Ron, just like the behavioral panelists, just like some of the retired FBI people that are on here. Who the fuck is Chris McDonough to clear somebody? And so irresponsible for you to tell 1,700 fucking people, well, Chris cleared him. Bitch, sit the fuck down. I was like so embarrassed for you. What's even more is these people in your chat are believing it and listening to it. Guys, newsflash, Chris McDonough has nothing to do with this case. Chris McDonough cannot fucking clear anybody in this case. Sorry, not sorry. And that's not a shame. That's not like putting down Chris McDonough or his history that he had as a Orange County detective or an Orange County police officer. Michael Vaughn will tell you differently, but I'm not discrediting on what he's done or his experience in interrogations and stuff like that. But to tell 1,700 people, well, Chris cleared him, so he's not involved? Get the fuck out of here. So that was my first point. It's not only narcissistic, but it's false. And you cannot, I've never seen such irresponsible reporting in my entire life. I understand that some of you guys, not you guys, but some of you over there think that Chris McDonough is a god. Chris McDonough is far from a god. Believe that. Ask Michael Vaughn if Chris McDonough is a god. And I'm not downing Chris McDonough, but don't go spreading rumors like, well, Chris McDonough cleared him, so he's cleared. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, not sorry. So he also stated, now, mind you, I have been into true crime since I was 13. Literally, since I was 13. Hold on. A couple of days ago, Jose, and I quote, "What if Don is innocent? Come on, folks. Should at least settle. Jose is suspected. It will be interesting to see what folks will do to resolve this." I'm telling you, it's crazy. I said, dude, if you try to... Exactly. Oh, my God. I forgot about that, Messy Jessie. I totally forgot about that. You are 100% right. I wish I could highlight that. If you guys remember the ones that are, Chris McDonough is the end-all, be-all, why don't we go ask Nomadic Trek on Twitter how right Chris McDonough was? Not just Michael Vaughn. Let's go more recently. He was convinced Nomadic Trek was Brian Laundrie. He went live. Tens of thousands of people were convinced that Nomadic Trek was Brian Laundrie. And we all sat there like, are you fucking stupid? Like, are you really this dumb? But yet here's Justice saying, oh, you should only listen to me or Chris McDonough. Justice, here's a news flash. Chris McDonough has been wrong since he's been on YouTube. I'm not talking his past, more than he's been right. Just saying. The only reason why Chris McDonough made his footprint in this case is because he was the first one to reach out to them. Who knows what he said to get the interview. And thanks to Chris McDonough, we were able to get a look inside the life of Summer. We were able to see Don and Candace's house. We were able to see how many secrets lie on that property. We were able to see the personality of Candace, the lies, the living conditions. Because of him, and I thank him for this, because of him, he gave us an insight to what she really lived like. And for that, I thank him for that. But that's about where it ends. Literally, that's where it ends. That is the only thing Chris McDonough truly has done for this case. I've never believed the whole Sister Mary thing. And I'm not saying that I'm not believing anything happened, because we know something happened. But his whole story about how Don was going to get arrested and they're transferring back to Utah. No, they never said that. What they said was they came and talked to him. Nothing was going to come of it, though. And that was right from the Utah police. But then you have Chris sitting over on a panel getting all tens of thousands of people convinced that Mary's going to get him arrested. And it was all a bunch of fucking crock of bullshit. And again, call me Rodney Dangerfield, because I said that. I'm one of the first people that ever called that bullshit, including one of the first people that ever called Chris to be bullshit. But Chris keeps racking it in, keep racking in that dough, and I'm going to give the people what they want to see. I'm going to give the people what they want to hear, so they will keep joining my membership, keep giving me a fortune, and there's that. Because those are the people that do most of the tipping. Those are the people that buy all the memberships, because they think that they're getting some inside information. They don't want the truth. They just want they want a creator to be on the exact same wavelength as they are, and that's what a lot of creators cater to. They don't speak truth. They don't speak facts. They cater to an audience and say, I'm going to be whatever you want me to be. That's why they flip and they change like the wind. And that's who keeps catering to Justice and Chris McDonough. So when I heard him say that Chris McDonough or him are the only two people to get credible information from, I almost keeled over. No. If I want credible information, I'm going to go to Tiffany Murray. If I want credible information on this case, not on people, because we know we don't agree on Jody Sue, but she has followed this case from day one. She's never swayed from this case. She's never flip-flopped on this case. She's never made this case about money or vigils or anything like that, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But that's who I'm going to go to when I want information on what's going on with the case. Again, we don't agree on people, but the basis of the case, the core of the case, any real factual information, I know Tiffany Murray would have faster than the news reporters. That's what I'm talking about. So, Michael Crow, I'm sorry, Quinny, Michael Crow, not Michael Vaughn. I don't know why Vaughn is in my head. His head is too big, Jan. I totally agree. I heard that, but I wasn't sure, Clinton. I did kind of hear that. So he also said that, he also stated that Summer Wells' case is unlike anything that he's ever seen and that we'll ever see again. Really? Because I follow a lot of true crime, and Summer Wells' case is a dime a dozen. I hate to say it, but they're a dime a dozen. There is nothing special about Summer's case. Summer is a missing child who disappeared into thin air, and nobody knows anything, including the police. Please tell me what makes this an anomaly. It's not. You obviously don't know jack shit about true crime or cover many true crime cases, because again, this is a dime a dozen. Kids disappearing into thin air with loser-ass parents. Why is this so different? It's not. So you just, to me, proved that you don't have a fucking clue about missing kids, true crime, or anything. Because, I'm sorry, but I can name 25 cases that are just like Summer that happened in the last 3 weeks. Let alone, don't ask me to call me on that off the top of my head, but you know what I mean. And, like Summer's community is generally pretty small. Like Making a Murder, we had probably 200,000 people within a matter of a month. Summer Wells is almost a year. I don't think there's even close to 50,000 in the community. If you add up all the big number people getting, most people get probably 2,000. Unless you have Chris McDonough, you have more, but he's not really part. He is part of the community, but not really. And maybe there's 20,000 people, maybe. So it's not a big community. But she's also a dime a dozen. You may think it's different. I don't think it's different. I think there's tons of cases out there like that. Like tons of missing kids that just disappeared off thin air and their parents are losers and that's it. The only reason why Summer seems different is because we've gotten an inside look, just like Chris Watts. Family annihilators are a dime a dozen. There's tons of them who's wiped out their whole family. But the way he did it makes it like, whoa, you know, and the way he tried to cover it up makes it whoa. But Anthony Todd, family annihilator, he was fucking, his is way crazier. If you think about it, way crazier. Chris, I forgot his last name. Not Connor. The religious guy that killed his whole family. He was crazy too. McDonough, another fucking crazy. I mean, there's tons of them. I know, mental. I'm just saying, the kids that disappear into thin air, I can show you any single state, pick a state. I can show you any single state and show you missing kids that disappeared into thin air. But we're not going to their houses. We're not starting communities for them. So we don't know. Alexis, what is her? Someone help me. Her last name. I covered her in Oakland, California. You know, there's a big deal right now. Her reward fund, the city just turned it up to $100,000 is her reward fund. How come nobody's covering it? Why isn't anybody talking about it? I need to revamp it, but I spoke about it. I think Chasing Truth may have, but other than that, I don't think anyone's talked about it. Why? Oh, I know, because she's not going to make money for you. Got it. She's not going to get you 2,000 people in alive. Got it. So, who's kind of a celebrity? So, and Janice, I'm right there with you. 100% right there with you. Sinead was big on social media. Well, that's true too. So, Lacey, I agree with that too. Well, in all reality, every single case is different in its own right. I mean, no two cases are going to be exactly the same. No, no two cases are going to be exactly the same. I mean, that's a fact. So the other thing is, he said that he did not know Jose to drink. He only knew Jose to drink. How well did you know him, Justin? You spoke to him less than a dozen times over the course of a month or two, never met him in person, but now you're acting like you're scissor buddies. I mean, you know everything about him. You have no fucking clue. He allowed you to see what he wanted you to see. You make it out like you guys were best friends. He is and will always be a suspect. In my opinion, now he's even more of a suspect than he ever was before. So for you to hold this somber live about poor Jose and blah, 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 because Chris McDonough cleared him. But again, Chris McDonough also convinced thousands of people that Nomadic Trek was Brian Laundrie. So in my opinion, he really doesn't have that good of a track record to be so irresponsible in telling all of these people how Chris McDonough is your end-all be-all and how you need to only listen to you and poor Jose because you guys were so close. Again, last I heard, Jose wasn't even going to talk to you for a while. And also, you did make one statement that I 100% agree with, and that is to being kind, that it doesn't hurt to being kind. But you know what else doesn't cost anything? Being honest. And that's something you're not doing. You're not being honest with your people. You're not being honest with Summerwell's community. You're not being honest with all of it. Try being honest, because that's free, just like being kind is. But being kind doesn't mean that just because someone's dead, they're no longer a suspect, or because a retired cop says they're no longer a suspect. So let's all cry for him. Let's all put together a GoFundMe. What if you find out, let's say that you irresponsibly give this GoFundMe, if there is one, if there is one, and if there is one, and all your people donate, and somehow it turns out that his DNA, they find Summer and his DNA matches, and he was the one that took and killed Summer. How are you going to feel? Think about that. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm saying think about that. Think about that for 1 minute. You have to, I know you're new on YouTube, but you have to be more responsible as a creator. You can't just put stuff out there based on your feelings. You have to put stuff out there that you have to think of your audience. You know, the one that's paying you to be there. You know, the one that puts, you know, money in your pocket, that pays for your Tesla. And I know your husband makes plenty of money, don't get me wrong. But, you know, you have to think of them too. And you don't want to burn them. You don't want to come back in, 6 months and be like, well, sorry, guys. I've seen that happen one too many times. Be smarter. And again, it's your channel. But one thing I would recommend, and I can't stand creators that do this, and it's not just because I'm an atheist. It's because it's got no business being in a live stream, is this God bless you. Get the fuck out of here with this God bless you. If you wanted God in your stream and you believe in God, that's great. Ask God to find Summer. Because until someone produces Summer's bones or Summer's body or knows where Summer is, we can leave the bless yous out. I don't understand why the Summer Wells community, you don't hear any big creators ever say it. You hear the Summer Wells people say it all the time. And I'm sorry, but it's sickening, it's annoying, and it's pathetic, in my opinion. It's my thought. It's just my opinion. People can do whatever they want on their own channels. Thank you, Yarn. People can do whatever they want on their own channels. But can we please keep this out of the community? Whatever your personal beliefs are fine. Your personal beliefs. But again, until Summer is found and someone tells me that God brought them to that place, then you might have a shot with me. But yeah, until that happens, too much negativity in the world. People say, oh, God bless you. And 19 kids were killed yesterday by some fucking maniac. And not to segue, but it seems like me and Dolly are the only ones that even talked about it. Everyone else too busy talking about bullshit with Summer Wells and how to make money off Summer Wells. Why didn't all you true crimers go live about it? It was the sickest fucking massacre. And for some reason, me and Dolly are the only ones that seem to have talked about it. Oh, I know, because we may not have made money on Summer Wells' name. Gotcha. Oh, now that I just fucking ranted. Okay. Hey, Jay. You can silently ask God. That exactly right, Jill. That is exactly right. Not everybody is into this whole godlike thing. I just think, like I said, if I hear it from every big creator, like there's a reason they took it out of schools. There's a reason why it's no longer in schools, in public schools. Where was God blessing the 19 kids and the 3 adults that were killed yesterday? Where was God blessing them? Where's God blessing the parents of all these murdered children? Or Sandy Hook's I mean, come on. Let's stop with the God stuff. Just saying. Don't hate me. Hey, Clarissa. Clarissa, are you not in Discord anymore? I went to write you yesterday and I could not find you. Kiddo did it look like a baby face. He did, Jay. I agree with you. He really did. He was moved in with his grandparents a month ago because mom, who lived with the boyfriend, cut off Wi-Fi. Interesting. All right. So another thing that I have to, and peace pugs, but that's your personal choice. Do you try to, like, I've seen you before. I've never seen you try to put it on everybody. Like, I'm very well known that I'm an atheist. I've never seen you try to force your beliefs on me, just like I would never force my beliefs on you. You know what I'm saying? So everyone can believe whatever they want. Perfectly fine. But I just think it has no place in the Summer Wells case. I just don't. It's until you find Summer Wells, then you can say it. Like, thank God. But until that's found, if God blessing me means 19 kids are dead and a kid's missing and millions of kids are missing, come on. Saying bless you is saying better to go to hell. It's a really good point. Very good point. So then, switch gears for a second. I heard about this vigil and what certain people are trying to do. It is absolutely disgusting. I can't say this better myself, but if you guys remember how much shit I took when I was going to make a candle for Summer Wells to get the reward money up, it was perfectly okay that other people did it and put her picture everywhere, but I wanted to do it and give the money to charity, and I was condemned. It never happened. We scratched it, and that was it. And I still hear about it today. Video after video after video after video. Okay. So I was listening to somebody who I normally do not listen to. I do not like this person. I do not care for anyone on the panel. But the message that was stated, I have to back it up 150%. And hopefully she won't strike me. I don't think she will, but you never know. But I want you guys to hear it because, again, I couldn't say it better myself. And since I've ranted for so long, I'm going to give myself a break and have you guys listen. It's about 7 minutes or so. So hold on. Let me pull it up. But when I heard that that the vigil is being treated like a fair, they're going to sell t-shirts, they're selling candles, they're doing this, they're selling glow sticks. Are you fucking kidding me? This is a little girl missing. This is not a money maker. I understand that the people involved in this are looking at this, oh, we can make money on this. How about you do something else? So I had said, for anyone that's going to the vigil, I will give you a free candle. Okay, I'm putting this out there. Free candles. The only thing you would have to pay for is shipping, which on a small candle could be like $6 or $7. That's it. There is absolutely no reason any selling should be going on for a vigil. Whoever hosts a vigil usually gives out candles. So again, if anybody needs a candle, just let me know. You do not have to buy one. I will gladly send you a totally free candle. The only thing that I can't cover is shipping because it's expensive, but small candles, shipping, probably like $7. So yeah, to say that you're going to buy candles at a vigil, no, they're usually handed out. But I want you guys to hear this. Yeah, that's for anyone going to the vigil. Well, Menti, I was going to cover my cost. That's what you do. I mean, I can't not cover my own costs. But for this, I will cover the cost. The only thing I can't cover is shipping because I'll be out too much money. But I will cover the cost of the candle. That's all on me. Pay for the shipping, and that's it. Done. And I can't even comprehend that at a vigil, they're going to sell t-shirts and candles. There is nothing more vile than I've ever heard. Because they're doing it to line their pockets and selling it with Summer's picture. Get the fuck out of here, you psycho. All right, hold on. Yep.
All this.
I know. All right. BHB said she'd make everyone on a tour of Ben Hill Road after the vigil. Oh my God. That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And again, the people you're going to listen to, I do not like at all. They don't like me. I don't like them. But I think it's important for you guys to hear this. Because it was very well said.
But we
No, I
know it
didn't.
now, and you see who's still not supporting them? The same. We didn't know. Now we
Nope.
do.
And when we started finding out, we were like, "Oh, what the hell is this? What the
Oh,
hell is this?"
have you heard? Did you hear the newest stuff that they're doing now at that Vigil?
What? Oh,
Shannon, are you
the
sitting down?
shirts. The
No,
shirts.
oh yeah. The candles, the vendors, everything making money off this baby. But that
Wow.
blowhard, that blown out ass Biddy is getting all this shit together. We're gonna have vendors. We're gonna be selling summer shirts. We're gonna be selling candles. We're gonna be doing all of this and all of this and all of this, all on the back of this baby's name, y'all. But it's mighty funny. This other legitimate visual that's going on that I shared the other day from, I'll have to go pull it. It's on my community page. Can't think of the name right now. They're setting one up themselves with no drama, none of this bullshit that these other folks, these grifters, these scammers, this pack of scammers, that's what they are. They're a pack of scammers, leeches, and everything else. They're not doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I
Now, if
figured
I
out what.
I would go to those people because they are respecting that child. These motherfuckers right here,
They've
they're
also
doing it
said.
for the money.
They've also said if certain YouTubers show up and are live streaming it, they will blare music.
Yeah.
So that they can't use it.
Good. Good. That's what they need to do. See, y'all don't understand. This child, and this is all I'm going to say about this baby, okay? This child deserves more than that. She deserves more than what y'all are doing. Do y'all understand this is a human being? This is a child, a little child that y'all have just exploited the living fuck out of for your coin and your monetary gain, and for y'all to sit here and pump this thing up for June 15th, making it all about y'all. No. It's not about you. It's never been about you. That's why we sit over here and make such a stink about putting her names in titles and then talking shit on people with her name, her picture, and every damn thing else up there. Y'all don't, it's not clicking for you people. And now y'all want to go down there on the day she went missing, a year anniversary, and make a complete mockery of it in front of the police station. You're doing that because you know some folks going to come out there that ain't agreeing with you and want to like fuck you up. That's probably why y'all want to sit in front of the police station. You
and the news. They'll be on the news.
Well,
yeah,
hey, that's why they're calling it. That's why they're calling it a visual, right?
Yeah.
Because they want it they want to be seen. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. It's a visual.
It's disgusting. It
Not
is
a visual.
It is the most disgusting. I don't know. This is beyond. I mean, I don't understand how people can keep supporting this shit. I mean, it's nasty. If you want to go to a daggone visual or whatever it's called, I'm tired of having to watch my word because you know that stupid bitch can't pronounce it. Anyway, y'all need to. I'm gonna repost it when I get off here on my community page. Once again, y'all go to that. If you want to go support that, go to that one. This circus over here that they got going ain't nothing but a circus for a money grab. You might as well have the freak show. Y'all must have a circus tent up there now. Y'all might as well just put a circus tent and have a great big show on this child's back. Because y'all don't care. Y'all don't give a damn. Y'all don't care about this baby. You do not care about her at all, or you would not do this stuff. Anybody with some morals would not agree to this bullshit. I'm sorry. If you got to make money off a child, y'all need to get the fuck off this damn internet. Y'all need to go get a real job. Y'all need to go get a hobby. Why don't you go down there and help go read to the children in the burn unit? Why don't you go do something? You want to do something for some youngins? Go to your local community center. Play a game of basketball with them. How about that? There's a community right now in Nash County, 15 minutes away, that is being ran with havoc because of gang members are pulling up and shooting people in the fucking head at stoplights, okay? People are walking in Applebee's right before Mother's Day, shot this 16-year-old right in the chest. Now, you want to do something for some kids? Do something with your community centers and help them children, because they're the ones that might get hit by a drive-by. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. Up there in Rocky Mount right now is some bullshit. I won't even let none of my family go up there. None of them. Because it's so bad you're going to get hit with a stray bullet. Because the gangs are taking over there. Okay? But if you want to do something for some children, that's a good idea. Go to the community shelters. Spend some time with them. Be a role model for them. Don't sit up
And
here
let's
and
not
be thinking at a missing youngin. Okay?
let's
Bitch.
not forget there are 19 dead children in fucking Texas right now. You want to go down there and make
Exactly.
church and candles and have a vigil? Because it's the same goddamn thing. It's just as disgusting. You want to put their fucking faces on a shirt and candles and sell them?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Let's not forget, okay? Let's not forget what's
Yes, like
going
I
on
say,
in the
none
world
of you,
right now.
I ain't saying
That was the gist of what I wanted you to hear. Because whether you like them or hate them, they're 100% correct. 100% correct. 19 children died yesterday. These people claim to be vigilantes. They're there for the people. Why aren't they in Texas yet? Benny lives in Texas. Why isn't he driving down there? He certainly came all the way to Tennessee to go to Summer Wells. Why isn't he going right in his own state? Why not go help them? Why isn't Betty and JLR and Olivia down there filming? Why not? Oh, I know, because they won't make money. That's why. That was the whole point of what they were saying. And I agree with them. And I do absolutely agree with them. I've yet to see BK mention it. That's what I'm saying. None of them have. I'm pretty sure me and Dolly are the only ones that even talked about it. I think. I don't watch a lot of them, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. Hey, Rad. But I'm pretty sure it was just us. And Dolly did it really, really late at night, like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. But I know him and Savage are fighting, but he was one of their people. One of the people she's talking about. Put Summer Wells' name in there, but yet talk about me. This shit has to stop. It does. It's crazy. And let me also say the difference between Tiffany and BHB. I heard somebody say that she's like BHB. She's like Tiffany Murray on steroids. Tiffany Murray, has she made money from this case? Like, have people given her money? Absolutely they have. She's never once asked for it. She's never once said, I need money for this. I need money for that. I need money for this. I actually heard us tell people to stop giving her money. When she was like, no, you don't have to give me any money. I've heard her say that. I've never heard BHB say that. I've heard BHB e-beg like the best of them. So, and how she needs money for this. She needs money for that. Don't fault Tiffany because people give her money. She's not selling anything. She's not hurting anybody. She's not asking for money. She's never asked to do a fundraiser. That's the big difference. Just because people give her money, don't equate her in the same category as a total fucking loser ass e-beggar like BHB or some of the others that I don't need to name. Big, big difference. A Gemini, that I don't know. That I have no idea. But it was just the point. Yeah, but Jay's not in our community. Jay's totally different. Clarissa, I don't know. I didn't really care for him. That you would have to ask Tiffany. That I don't know. Okay. I don't know, but they're not part of our community as far as I know. So you guys are naming people that I've never even heard of. A lot of people went live about it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying a lot of people didn't go live. I'm saying the Summer Wells community people. Let me rephrase that. The Summer Wells community people have not gone live. At least as far as I know. Seymour, believe me, I understand. Ziggy has? Okay, I don't watch Ziggy, so there you go. Yeah, but JLR did? How come he's not down there? Why didn't JLR get on a first trip down to Tennessee to support his gun rights? Why is he so worried about a vigil on the 15th? You would think JLR would be all about his gun rights. Tiffany just turned on a monetization. Yeah, but it's not even just the monetization part. She's never asked for money. BHB has. She wants a new recliner? Who? Oh, BHB? Oh, I'm sure. She does put in a lot of hours. And I agree, Mariz. I'm just giving the comparison. Somebody said, somebody had said that BHB is like TM on steroids, or TM is like BHB on steroids. And I was saying, not even close. Tams, are you the one from Mali? Are you that Tams from Mali that thinks Chris Watts is innocent? I'm all about my gun rights. If I'd been there, security, I'd shot the little... I think she's misunderstood. But people want to compare her just because she makes money. And don't compare someone who makes money as compared to someone who e-begs for money. Because Tiffany is not an e-beggar at all. And I've said this before. You want to call Tiffany a bitch, you can call her a bitch. And she'll tell you she's a bitch. But to put her in a category of like an e-beggar just because she gets tips, that's 100% wrong. And even if I didn't like Tiffany, I'd say the same thing. Yeah, and some people just have to put people down because it makes them feel better. He is a felon, I know. But she never mentions money, ever. That's what I'm saying. She's never mentioned it. She doesn't e-beg. She's never asked for $1. She had said, is super chat working? Because someone in chat said it wasn't. And then she got all these super chats. Oh, Ziggy wants a recliner. Begging for money, milks thousands a month off. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. See, I don't make money off Summer. Why? Because I don't cater to that crowd. You'll never see me cater to Justice for All's crowd. Never happen. You'll never see me cater to Molly's crowd or BHB's crowd, Benny's crowd. Nope. I tried listening to Benny yesterday for 20 minutes. Oh my God, I had a headache. People say that I talk loud or that I can get annoying. I don't know anybody fucking listens to that man. He sounded like a complete psychotic Ted Bundy. I was like, wow. Like, I couldn't do it. His mouth, everything. Smarty Pants, I have no idea, nor do I care. I don't watch him. But it's just, yeah, she doesn't, ever. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you may not have to like Tiffany. I'm sure there's plenty of people in her chats that don't like me. But don't lie about her either. And I'm very big on that. Like I said, if you say I don't like she's a bitch, okay. Can't argue that. But I can't argue that you're comparing her to like an e-beggar or something. Because that's fucked up. Yarn, I totally agree. Yeti has 900 people in there. I don't get it. I truly don't get it. Kimberly, I totally agree. I kind of feel the same way about Dolly. Yeah, let me rephrase that. I'm not saying that he's Ted Bundy. And nor am I saying he's going to go kill someone. What I am saying is that he was so loud, obnoxious, rude, screaming, and he had like 800 people. You couldn't even understand him. He was so loud and annoying. Ugh. I am definitely not a follower. Never will be a follower, never was a follower, not a follower in my real life, not a follower in my online life. No. Does it win me friends and, friends and money? Nope, sure don't. But I'll always stay true to myself. And some people don't like that. Some people hate me for the fact that I'm not a follower. people hate me for the fact that I stand on my own. And I'll always stand on my own. I don't need to follow people. I totally agree, Ann. Totally agree. You know, but some people cater to certain type of people. I won't do it. I see Chris McDonough's numbers. Why? Because he's got a resume? Okay. Doesn't mean he's right. I think Chris is one of the most non-credible people after the nomadic trek stuff. I don't find him credible at all. What he says to me, I second guess because of nomadic trek. So, I'm sorry. And I've always been like that. Okay, Smarty Pants, I agree with that. Okay, so A Balance has all his damn teeth. Yeah, I don't care if he had his teeth or not. Thank you, Moxie. I'm not so quick to rule out the higher possibility that BK could. Well, I don't think he would commit. I'm not going to say that. Then I'd be no better than Natasha Cooper. But he's just loud and annoying and going on. I was like, I can't even listen to what he's got to say. I just couldn't. Like, it was like, oh my God. So AB is now A Balance. Maybe that's why. But the only chat I really go into is Tiffany. And every once in a while I'll listen to someone else. But most of them just regurgitate the same shit. Nobody's got an opinion. Nobody offers anything. It's, oh, come on my panel so we can discuss Ernie Shell. Or come on my panel so we can talk about nothing. It's pointless. Punk Bitterfly? Pet Sam a Duty Ron. Are you Laura higher chance BK would? Start with he and Mike King were doing Suzanne Morphy. Yeah, he gave up on that case. I don't know. I can't take him seriously after what he did to Nomadic Trek. I just can't. That showed me that he's all about numbers. He's all about views. He's all about numbers. And he never corrects himself. To me, he's just a narcissist who likes to feed his own ego. And he's got idiots like Justice for All who feeds his ego and makes him the almighty. Bitch, please. He didn't even fucking know that Nomadic Trek wasn't Brian Laundrie. So I can't have respect for him. I'm sorry, but I don't. And I'm pretty sure I'm right. I have a pretty good track record. Just call me Rodney Dangerfield, but I have a good track record. Right, Gemini? It was absolutely ludicrous. It was crazy. And he went on and on and on and never even apologized to this guy. And I just can't with him after that. Like, every once in a while, listen to him, and he's feeding some other guy, or some other guy needs to, promote his class or whatever. So it's just a big money grab. Voices has been on point the last few lives. I listened lately. She usually is on point. Right, she's talking about true crime? Usually she talks about Natasha. And for the drama people that are in here, not true crime, only drama, like old community drama, go listen to Mandy C. Mandy C's live from last night was absolutely hysterical. And let me just say, my intention candles are working. They're working beautifully. So once the website is done, you guys are going to just watch. I did it, and everything that I wanted is happening. So could it be the candles? Very well could be. A little bit of magic. But that's only for the drama people. Rocco, I'm not going. Yeah, Mandy C, it was really good. I should pull it up and drop the link. but heavy drama. But for the OG drama, you guys are going to love it. Did she remove it? She remove it. She removed it. Why is everybody removing videos? It don't matter. She removed it. Mandy C was... She was a friend of Natasha, and then not friends or something like that. But now they're not friends again. But she did a live about the ponies. That was brilliant. It was great. I don't know what happened to it. Back and then out to listen to Biden. He was on last night. He's saying something again? Yeah, it's been raining here too, Smarty Pants. Can't believe she removed this live. Mandy, put it back up. I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to what? Tell me what I don't know what I'm talking about. I'd love to hear this. I'll wait. She got taken down due to JSB cussing to... Oh, no shit? Oh, you see it, Clarissa? Why don't I see it? The one that has Hello Starlight in the title? Oh, it had Hello Starlight in the title? Grave Dodger, I have no idea. I don't know anything about her past. Three blessings? I don't know. Hold on. What? Yeah, I don't see the link. It's gonna be assaulted while live. I don't know anything about that. No, because it was like 2 minutes and something. It was like 2 hours. This one's only an hour and 39. Because I remember it was like 2:05 or something. Mandy's is gone? Yeah, that's what I thought. It was gone. Oh, well. Autopsy has nothing to do with medical insurance. Okay, but someone has to pay for the autopsy. So who's going to pay for the autopsy? Not the state. If you have private medical insurance, the state doesn't cover an autopsy for every single person that dies. They don't care. They need to get paid. Doctors need to get paid. So I'm not wrong. So tell me, who's going to pay for the autopsy then? I'll wait. That's why not every single person has an autopsy. People that do autopsies don't do it for free. Someone's got to pay them. Unless you die in a prison, in police custody, where an autopsy is automatic and has to be paid for by the state. If I died tomorrow and wanted an autopsy, who's paying for it? Tell me who's going to pay for it. Since you think you know so much. Okay. A private autopsy is an autopsy that is performed by a physician not employed by a coroner and our medical's office. Family pays for it. Okay, so autopsies, when done through the medical examiner or coroner's office, are free, paid for by your taxes in the USA. However, the death must fall under certain criteria. Oh, no shit, Grave? Where'd you hear that? Candidly, I'm sorry. What were the circumstances? Because it does fall under certain circumstances. He's still suspect, 100%. 150%. I can't, Clinton. I have no idea where his family is. I just said New York because they said New York. Oh, another streamer said it. Yeah, but he said he contacted the family. He said he spoke to the family. How reliable is this other streamer? Exactly. Everyone is a suspect. Oh, but according to Justice Anastasia, he's cleared because Chris McDonough cleared him. That's according to Justice. That he's not a suspect because Chris McDonough cleared him of being a suspect. His words. Romad, but yet 3 years later, you're still fucking here. Like, who's sicker than you? A, you never ordered a candle, but B, you're still here bothering me after 3 years. You have the problem, dude, not me. So I think you're the sick one. Like everywhere I go, there you are watching and listening. Like you're sick. Go get a hobby or something. She was speaking about Jose's kids not knowing. Oh, I know. You're sticking up for the ponies because I said to go watch Mandy C. Got it. Now I understand. Go away, Roma. Go back to your stable. Bye-bye. I always felt candles to the interview with the side of cry for help. It's possible. I won't rule anything out. Yeah, but they would still have a general idea of what he died from. They may not know specifically, but they do have a general idea. If it was a heart attack, if it was, gunshot to the head, like, they would have an idea. Nah, Clarissa, he's not a troll. He's just a pony who claims to hate me, but yet comes, watches me, talks about me, can't be without me. Thank you, Yarn. It's like ridiculous. Like, whatever. But yet here they are. But it is, because I plugged Mandy C. So let me plug her again. Chris McDonough. I agree with that. Yeah, but if his kids didn't know, well, I would assume his kids had to know. It just happened on Sunday. I mean, it happened Sunday. We're already at Wednesday. I would imagine his kids knew or know. Like, honestly, I don't see Justice making something like that up that he spoke to the family. I just don't. Google it as it's listed there. He was associated with deadliest catch. Huh? Oh, they do hate watch. It's ridiculous. And thank you, Just Samantha. Yeah, a lot of these people, like, obsessed. They all think they got something on me. They got nothing. You go to intrepidcandlecompany.com. New website's not done yet. Yeah, I don't think that, yeah, I mean, he's shady, but he's not that shady. I can't imagine him going live saying that if nobody has seen it. The news art, yeah, there would be. Let me take a look. But we don't know what state he actually is in, do we? It's not in there yet, but I can tell you that with Brad's death, it didn't, until the actual services were 2 weeks after he died, was when it hit the paper. So it may not. Three blessings. Is there someone at your house holding a gun to your head? Were you always like this much of an asshole? Because when I don't like someone, I just tune out. I don't sit there and think that my opinion of them matters to them. I usually just leave. So the fact that you feel the need to interject yourself in my life, maybe you should go find another hobby, because being a bully is not working for you. It's just not. Yeah, the death notice from coroner. Usually takes a little while. Not usually, but in weird circumstances, it will take a little while. Because like I said, I know Brad's took about 2.5 weeks. But I'm not seeing anything online. Yeah, there's nothing. What was Sunday's date? 5, 4, 2, May 2022. Nah, there's nothing. But again, it doesn't mean much. There's a Joseph Roman 57 who died on May 4th. But did they verify with him? You can call. That I don't know. They said that they blessed it with the families. That's what I'm saying, Yarn. Not only do they watch, but they have to throw in their opinion, like I care what their opinion is. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm looking on Google. There's nothing. But again, that really doesn't mean much. Because if there's an autopsy, that's going to take some time. It listed he was 55. What listed? Kendall, what? I missed something. What am I looking for? Too bad it didn't smack you in the head. That bag of rice. Personally, I've never knew someone who's died from cancer and a suicide hotline number. Yeah, I totally agree. Thank you, stranger. I totally agree, Jill. Like, where did you find that, though? What did you type in? It says cancer? From Sunday? Nah, he wouldn't need an autopsy if it was cancer. Now, Roman Reigns died of cancer. He was a wrestler. I don't see anything. Nothing current. I don't see a death notice. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I say. Jose took his own life. Guilt. My opinion, guilt. Yeah, I don't see anything. Someone died of cancer. There would be no reason to include suicide prevention info. I totally agree. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe that. I believe it was suicide, and his reasons, I don't know. A lot of people with mental health don't kill themselves. Took his own. That's what I said, Clarissa. That's exactly what I put in to Patreons. I said, to me, that speaks volumes. After all this time, his mental health wasn't an issue. But Chris and Jose and Justice kept talking to him, and all of a sudden he commits suicide out of nowhere. Okay. Could be drug overdose, but according to Justice, he never knew him to do drugs, which speaks volumes too. Because, you know, Justice and him were scissor buddies. They were besties. They knew each other. I'm being sarcastic. Bye. Bye. Justin and JLR. Yeah, I can't watch her. I have a very hard time watching Cher. I really do. Hey, Jax. Very hard time. I physically can't watch her. She triggers me. She does. She just triggers me. I just can't watch somebody who seems high. And it very well could be a drug overdose. But yeah, Catherine, I'm not seeing anything. I've checked a couple of different things. I don't see anything. Yeah, I can't. She's too, I don't know. But again, she caters to her audience that is the same audience as all the others. Roman Reigns can't. Oh, I thought it said he died. Oh, yeah, you're right. But yeah, I don't see anything about somebody dying of cancer. But I do think I do agree. If he committed suicide, I think he's guilty. Or guilty of something. Jax, I totally agree. And that's what I said too. Something, if he committed suicide, this doesn't sit right. She's calling it out as if it's not true about Jose. See, that I wouldn't do. I would never tell somebody that they're lying about somebody's death. That would be pretty fucked up. And especially if there's a GoFundMe. Isn't there a GoFundMe? And if she's saying that it's not true based on there's no article yet, that's ludicrous because it has to come from the funeral home. If there's an autopsy, then they're not going to have it. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to have that yet. So if that's what she's basing it on, she's only going to make herself sound like a fucking moron. Especially if it's suicide. So in her meth-infested brain, I don't know who put up the GoFundMe. I could have sworn I heard Justice say something. Let me see. I didn't even see a GoFundMe. But I could have sworn that he said there was. But I could be wrong. No, he did say it. I hope he left it for me. That's true too. It doesn't sit well with me either. But I can't even find a GoFundMe. Yeah, that's it. Jordan, go lick your mom. I think your mom needs you. Go cry on your mommy's shoulder. But he did say there was a GoFundMe, right? I was positive he did. No, that's a different guy. They've already proved that guy was a different guy. Oh, I agree with that, Gemini. But if he had something to do with it, I don't feel bad. See, Jax, I kind of do. She said the boys in summer might have went downstairs to play with her toys. Yes. Seen it on, what, the GoFundMe? It's on Queen Bee's community post? Thank you, Yarn. I agree. I've been struggling with mental health. Candace Tunnel, Summer in Flame. Yeah, that was weird, stranger. I agree. I do, Jax. If he committed suicide. If. Okay. Jose Roman passed away on Sunday, 5/22/22. The family is waiting on toxicology screening to come back. Please do not spread rumors. The family has made a GoFundMe to get him back to New York. I will post that as well. She never posted it. So where is he? if he's not in New York. All right, someone that follows all these communities, yeah, Jose died, passed away. This Krama Mama said, I just did a short live with the details about the Isaiah house drive in honor of Summer and her brothers. Please share this post to your community post and Facebook group so we can get this organization everything they need for these children. Who? And why are they using Summerwell's name? Honor Summer and her brothers by helping other children in need? Has anyone heard this? Duffel bags, clothing, preemie to 2T boys, 18 to 24-month girls, teen to adult sizes, boys and girls, diapers currently at a newborn, and gift cards to stores or fast food. Please try to buy new items for the children. What? Or bring items June 15th to Warriors Path State Park Shelter. Oh my. Oh my. That doesn't honor anybody. Just saying. That doesn't honor Summer or her brothers. Her brothers are all still alive. In foster care. Oh, Queen Bees. I'll show you guys. So you guys don't think I'm crazy. From Queen Bee's channel. I just did a short live with the details about the Isaiah house drive in honor of Summer and her brothers. Please share this post to your community post and Facebook group so we can get this organization everything they need for these children. Wow. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was wondering if anybody knew anything about this. Honor Summer and her brothers by helping other children in need. Yeah. Krama Mama says, I just did a short live with the details about the Isaiah house drive in honor of Summer and her brothers. Please share this post to your community post and Facebook group so we can get this organization everything they need for these children. Monetary donations need to be made only to this website. Isaiah117house.com, donate. And then she tagged big creators. Gavel Geeks, Content Collections, Cracking Cases, Chasing Truth, Crystal's Crime Time, Hitman Benny, Fizzle, Shay Safe Place, Squalted, Ziggy, The Lab, J. Marie, Chasing Justice, Triggered Crimes. I tagged a few creators, but all creators, please share. Panda, that's my thoughts exactly. Honor Summer and her brothers by helping other children in need. Items needed. Duffel bags, clothing, preemie to 2T, 18 to 24-month girls, teen to adult sizes, boys and girls, diapers, currently at a newborn sizes, and gift cards to stores or fast food. Please try to buy new items for the children. I'm sorry, but why do they have to be brand new? Last I knew, kids just want clothes. The only thing that really needs to be brand new are underwear, socks, and diapers. Definitely need diapers to be brand new. Hold on. Yeah, didn't say anything about toys though. They don't need toys, according to this. Hold on. I think they spelled Isaiah wrong. I-S. Hold on. Okay. Isaiah House. Oh. Isaiah 117 House provides physical and emotional support in a safe and loving home for children awaiting foster care placement. Okay. Am I wrong, or do they not get paid from the state? Contributions and donations, 8,000. Fundraising, 886. Yeah, they're using Summerwell's name. I'm not saying they're a bad thing. They're definitely a nonprofit. Well, at least they show their financials, unlike some other places. I mean, some other people we know. It doesn't have anything to do with Summer. Nothing at all. They're using Summer's name to build. Well, then again, it could be because the boys are in foster care, but they just opened in 2020. Here we go, but it's not our story, it's God's story. Well, that just turned me off. The story of love for children, he has this is all God. If God was so great, lady, guess what? The kids wouldn't be in foster care to begin with. But yeah, this is one of those God places. It's a story of how we are making a difference in the lives of kids entering the foster care system, the lives of caseworkers, and the lives of foster families. But it's not our story, it's God's story. A story of love for children he has never forgotten. Okay. No, the financials are there. There is a page of finance. That's why I said they definitely but I can't make it bigger. It shows financial summary. Oh, there it is. Aha. There we go. What? Contributions, donations, 8,000. Fundraising, 886. Grants, 117. Other income, 18. Total income, 9,000. Expenses, 3,000. Net income, 6,216. Okay. Current assets, 7 million. Fixed assets, $3 million. Other assets, $10 million. Total liabilities, $88,000. Net asset without restriction. Total nets and assets, $10,764,453. All right, I said wrong. It was $9 million. I don't know why I said 1,000. It was $9 million. It is based around religion. So they're saying their net income is $6 million and total assets and liabilities of $10 million. Oh. Hey, whatever works. All right. New item. So I think the same thing, stranger. I really do. There's nothing wrong with used clothes. I mean, depending. But like I said, socks, shoes, underwear, all that should be new. But other than that, who cares if pants are new? They're kids. They're little kids. They're going to fucking trash them anyway. That was always my theory when the kids were young. And I grew up a spoiled rich kid. I was like, shit, 3 kids under the age of 4? They're going to trash them. People to use their local, county, and state funding first because that money is allocated by the federal government. I can mark that brochure up in an hour or 2. Yeah, there's no registry numbers. So it's not as though that county will go broke. I can't believe they're using Summer's name for that. Like, how is that honoring anybody? I mean, and I get that they want to raise money. I got no problem with that. They sound like they do a good thing. But don't use Summerwell's name to do that. That's kind of weird. And say that you're honoring her brother who's in foster care. That's not honoring. I just find that weird. Current needs. Walmart gift cards. Adult size male and female pajamas and clothes. Only new. Only new. Teen size male and female pajamas and clothes. Only new. Jeans in all sizes. Only new. Underwear all sizes. Only new. That I agree with. Socks all sizes. Only new. I agree with. And no used items. And Walmart gift cards. That's what they need. There is no reason jeans have to be new. You stick them in a washing machine. Socks, I agree with. Underwear, I absolutely agree with. Pajamas, stick them in a washing machine. And Walmart gift cards. Can you do better than Walmart? I don't know. I'm so like, I don't know. I just don't agree with it. I see nothing wrong with secondhand clothes if they're nice. Sorry. Call me crazy. You wash them, and that's it. You usually get much better clothes than you could afford on your own. Maybe that's single mom and me with 3 kids, but that's how I see it. I'm not paying $80 for a shirt that I can get. If I scout, Plato's Closet long enough, I can get the exact same shirt for $15. But that's just me. Very nice clothing, furniture I'm iffy about, because I always think like somebody died and their ghost is going to be on it. That's what I'm saying, discovering the truth. I got no shame in my game. You just got to scout certain places. You know what I mean? But my kids, when the twins, when they were little, they were dressed to the hill. They always had on Gap, Children's Place, everywhere. You know where I bought it? What's it called? There was a kid's store. It wasn't a Goodwill or anything. It was a kid's store. Now I forgot what it's called. And all they sell are kids' clothes. Brand new. Not brand new. Gently used. I can't think of the name of the store. And they were perfect. And the kids always dressed perfect. And they were cheap. Yeah, no used mattresses either. True. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with secondhand clothes. Once Upon a Child. Thank you, Jill. That was it. My kid's entire young life was made by Once Upon a Child. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name. And then when they grew out of it, I brought it back. They paid me for some. Because, little kids grow out of stuff fast. No, it was Once Upon a Child when they first opened. Now, Gymboree I bought brand new, but Gymboree was another one. Like, they always had really good names, and just buy them. That's what I'm saying. So to these places say, oh, better off get a Walmart gift card? No, you'd actually be better off getting secondhand Gap clothes than you are buying a brand new from Walmart. The shit from Walmart's going to go. The shit from the Gap may last 2 years. So I have jeans in my closet that are from 10 years ago. Do you know I still get compliments on them? So, yeah. I don't think you'd have Walmart jeans that lasted 10 years. But Gap jeans did. They're crazy. They did. Are they even still around? I know the one in Iowa closed, which is where we were. If it's a friendly... No, seriously, though. Like, I'm always afraid to buy stuff like that from them. You know, from a secondhand store. Because I'm like, what if someone died? And creepy. But they did. They had everything. I loved them. And they had like pajamas thing, and you know, they needed pajamas for school the next day, and go to Once Upon a Child, pick up brand new pajamas for $5 a piece. Like, they were great. Yeah, I know the one in Iowa closed. The one I used to go to closed, because when we were there, I looked. I'm like, oh, it's gone. I love thrift stores too. I am horrible like that. I'm like, Sage, let's go thrifting. Let's go to different towns and go thrifting. I'm weird like that. They do grow so fast. I agree. So, yeah, I'm a secret thrifter. I love thrifting. Sometimes. I do too, Mona. I bought a whole bunch of shirts yesterday. I mean, we were in the mall when my mom was here. They want fucking Dillard's. Wants like $87 for a shirt. Are you fucking high? You're paying $87 for a shirt. Maybe like back in the day, but yeah, no. Sorry, not happening. Or like a dress, a sundress. It was like $168. Shit, I could find this at Plato's Closet or somewhere for $20. Exactly. Spirits could be attacked. You can find amazing things. That's what I'm saying. When I need jeans, I'll see you back on to the thrift store. I don't know. I'm fucking weird like that. I have no problem buying secondhand clothes because you get much better clothes than you would if you buy what you can afford. And I got no problem with it. You didn't know I was an atheist? I've always been an atheist. But I do believe in spirits. I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in spirits. I just don't believe in an almighty God. And I don't believe in organized religion. I saw one yesterday, Ann. It was it looked like a really old ravioli maker. I was like, oh, I wonder if this is worth anything. So I looked it up on eBay. It was only like $20. So this woman behind me looked at it after. I said, I looked it up already. It's not worth anything. She was like, oh, okay, thank you. When you give too much or more expensive and new things, it doesn't help those who need assistance with budgeting, and it can foster help. I totally agree. It is common sense. I'm telling you. I don't know. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? So, all right. I'm going to shut down. I said everything I had to say. And I'm hungry, and I got to get back to the website. I don't even know what happened on Johnny Depp today. But I got to get back to the website. But I just, after listening, I had to check it out. And I had to say what I had to say because that's me, and I always got to say what I got to say. So, with that, though, I guess Cher is live talking about justice. I don't know what she's talking about, but there's that. Maybe I'll come on later. Not sure. I want to thank you guys for Super Chats, PayPals. The website, I got all the collections done. It's just so much loading, but I think I could get it all done. If I really hone in and do it every day for this week, I think I could get it done by Sunday, hopefully. Because I have to start making money again, so I really need to get it done. So, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And if not, I will see you guys tomorrow. All right? Peace.